never show anyone. They'll beg you and they'll flatter you for the secret. But as soon as you give it up, you'll be nothing to them. You understand?
A ceaseless weaponized receipt of rhetoric. Tapestries replete with myriad textured fabrics. Multiple artistic signatures that's layered and stacked up until the fact of actual authorship no longer holds weight. Legend of the talking book, told by the meek that you least expected to inhabit. Cause you're driven by ignorance plus fear, and all is a threat when it's embedded. But now back to the lecture at hand. Perfection impossible, I let them understand. From a flawed man's perspective, I spit in 6 million ways without contraceptive. Grand language of the gods, I crack the heavens open to this vein in hella cats and dogs. Never passing books, never passing blame. Knowing admitting my faults is fundamental to enable change. And I develop quick, seldom will I struggle. If the burden's at my feet, then I will tell them of these troubles. Never hid behind universal coping mechanisms. My ability to learn is based upon them negative decisions. You stand a million miles from this existence. Poles apart, we read from separate rules and altered hymn books. Close comparisons reveal we're cut from different fabrics. And time will tell what's underneath these rhymes is far from simple. Theories of emissions demonstrated. You scope the tops of icebergs, I clock what's far below them. Words that hold symbolic meanings far below the surface. Whilst your lines are throwaways to no avail, them verses worthless. One shot and one brandy glass, a wee nip of firewater, pure antidote to cut through the myalgia and the clouds. Cause in all other aspects of this life my hands are tied. Sick and tired of wrestling in the hands of time. My biceps flex, but no matter how I grip the sand grains slipping through my clenched fist, spitting into seams in the pavement I'm unable to retrieve from. Black thin insulate wool hat, fruit of the loom t-shirt, that's fruit of my label. No trust for a suit and tie stranger. Top of my chosen field, leader in my own genre. Built up in the image of 1,000 dead poets, brothers and fathers, mothers and daughters. And this blood stays thicker than water. Still picking them locks till I open the box and I'm lifting the lid on Pandora.
The magician takes the ordinary
acquainted with the night
and makes it into something extraordinary.
My human race membership expired back in 06. I'm Boston Dynamics made ex machina, writing like I'm Philip K, but recognized as one of Britain's leading rhymers of his age. Lessons learned only if the iris and the mind is willing. Sifting through the rare and precious metals since beginnings. Undergrounded like I'm Dostoevsky with them hidden notes. Below the surface is a metaphor, a killing joke. Not city oligarch, Otto Herman Khan and them Wally Clarks. I cop second-hand breaks from a car boot in College Park, then I turn bark into modern art. Blessed with this voice, accurate to a fraction.
The pen is the tongue of the soul.
Catching some air, yeah. Pollock Ruffgo, working on a giant scale in block colors plus the paint flex. Yes, spraying in downpours, desert storms and Indian summers until I'm taking rain checks. Still I'm rising like the tide, laced up in them Kaiser fives like I'm playing five-a-side. Industrial strength spiel, tapered by design. Ain't nothing changing but them Lowry painted skies and them pound signs.
Years, international speed pass, scintillate, skill at the bars, hit the brakes, you hit the dot.
Yeah, when the dust lays calm and the smoke clears, I just hope that my eye broke within each code of it still pure. Knowing I've set a task for myself that's akin to the prestige. And these words serving as breadcrumbs for the truth that I bring forth. I set these rhymes into orbit like Yang Lee Wei, Gagarin, Michael Collins. Still committed to these metronomes, been recording Motown production lines. And these rhymes heading skyward bound till my reps lifted high like the price of knowledge. Still committed to these metronomes. Holland Dozier, Holland, we put in work.
It took courage. It took courage to climb into that machine every night, not knowing if I'd be the man in the box. Or the prestige